Well, we have two systems merging to produce some snow and ice for parts of the east and mid-Atlantic, and there's also rain and snow in the Pacific Northwest. So we have a string of winter weather advisories. Not often that you see a continuous stream of these from Montana all the way to the East Coast, New Jersey, and then sprinkled in between winter storm warnings where we'll reach some of that higher criteria of half foot or more of snow in many places. We still have this cold high pressure just hugging the Rockies. It acts like a wall blocking that cold that's just sitting there. And then a developing storm system, low pressure to the west. We've got two systems, one producing snow in the upper Midwest, one in the east, and then rain and snow in the Pacific Northwest. We'll talk about the Pacific Northwest briefly first. Lots of rain for the coast of Washington and Oregon, not uncommon in the winter months, but it's going to be heavy snow and winter storm conditions in the higher elevations of the mountains. We've got winter storm warnings here across parts of central Washington where a foot or more of snow will fall in some places, and we are going to see some wind with that too. Not quite blizzard criteria like we saw a couple weeks ago, but decent system there in the northwest. And then we've got snow moving across the northern plains. That's going to merge with this southern system to produce a larger area of rain and snow for the Ohio River Valley into the mid-Atlantic and northeast, followed by kind of a reinforcement of the cold for at least a couple more days. But a few inches of snow possible across South Dakota down to Omaha, Nebraska, Des Moines, Iowa, into Illinois, clipping southwestern Minnesota, and then that area of snow will just continue across northern Illinois, get a big lake-enhanced boost over Lake Michigan, and then continue into Indiana, and then Pennsylvania as well, all the way to the East Coast. So that's why we have that continuous winter weather advisory. Heaviest snow is going to be into parts of West Virginia, but New Jersey could get a decent snowfall too. Several inches of snow possible in New Jersey into Long Island because we've got enough cold air in place that even these coastal areas will get some snow. It's going to be a mixture of ice and rain potentially across Tennessee, Kentucky, into West Virginia, Western Virginia, and North Carolina, and again the higher terrain there of the Appalachians. So could see an icy coating here over the next 48 hours or so before that system departs the region. Pretty narrow area over the next couple of days, but significant ice is possible there in eastern Tennessee and parts of Kentucky as well, with that system that's just kind of wedged in between the too warm to rain, but too cold to be just snow either. We've got below normal temperatures we've been seeing across the whole central U.S. This, of course, has made headlines, deep freeze all the way to Texas, but that's going to change. After a few more days of below normal temperatures, a big shift in the pattern, back to a more familiar El Nino kind of setup here with well above normal temperatures, especially for the north central U.S. into Canada, but that will spread across the east too. The 6 to 10 day outlook is calling for 90 to 100% chance of above normal temperatures for the Great Lakes area into upstate New York and Pennsylvania, and much of the storminess heading into next week looks to be in the south, where it looks to be wetter than normal, and of course continued in the Pacific Northwest. So we might be done with some of the big winter weather for a little while when we switch to that milder pattern next week. But for now, snow for many over the next couple days.